show them.
So I did it. I switched to the Galaxy S10 Plus. I've been meaning to try and switch away from iPhone for a while now. I've been itching to try something a little bit new, and this phone hasn't disappointed so far. So the iPhone over the last couple of years, the iPhone X, yeah, good, great phone. I've used it for the last 15 months when it got released. I got it straight away, and it was a great phone. The Face ID was brilliant, the way it looked was fantastic, the camera was good, the operating system is obviously Apple and it works really, really well. I think it's just got a bit boring over the last few years, nothing's new. I watched a keynote last year with my mate Paul, and we watched it and we were like, really? Is that it? There's just nothing exciting, nothing to really get excited about. Like years gone past where you used to watch and go, oh my god, I can't wait to get that phone. But the last few years has definitely been, there's just been nothing for me. I was bored and I was itching for a change. So I went for the S10 Plus, and there's some things I like about it, there's a few things I don't like about it, and I'm just going to address those in this video very quickly. So first of all, let's just have a look at the bad things about this phone. Well, not bad, but just things that I noticed that I struggle to get used to, or that I particularly don't like about the phone straight off the bat. The first thing is the fingerprint reader has been a little bit maybe not working so well as it should do. I don't know how else to express it, but there's been a few concerns online from certain YouTubers. The ultrasonic fingerprint reader, I mean, 9 times out of 10 for me is working. There is the odd occasion that it doesn't work, but I think that's just the fact that it's a new phone and it's a new finger position. You're holding the phone in a different way because it's not your usual phone. So yeah, just something that I picked up on, not 100%, that it doesn't work 100% of the time, where Face ID with the Apple iPhone X did. I'm going to say it did. It didn't always, but it did. It was very good. Face ID is brilliant. You have got facial recognition on this phone, but it's been proved to be not very brilliant, not very secure, not fantastic at all. So I'm not really using that. I'm just sticking up to the fingerprint ID for the time being. And yeah, it's a bit hit and miss. A little bit hit and miss at the moment. One thing I do miss is the gestures of the iOS, where you swipe up on the iPhone X to get rid of apps, to change screens. It's a little bit of a learning curve to press that little square button on the bottom to go from screen to screen. Obviously it's very similar, swiping left to right to move the screen about, but with the iPhone X you could swipe up from the bottom and it'd leave the page. And yeah, that's just because I've been using the iPhone X for the last year. That's a little bit of a learning curve if you're switching from iPhone to Android. Yeah, another thing that has been well documented is the position of the power button is just a little bit too high for the size of the phone. I prefer it to be down in the middle somewhere. That would be more ideal, but when you're using the phone in normal circumstances, you've got to sort of reposition your hand around the back and then reach up to lock it. If you want to use it with one hand, you can obviously use your other hand like that, but yeah, it's just a bit of a repositioning to reach that button. It is too high up on the right hand side, but these are little niggles. It's not like it's a massive issue, but this still is a really fantastic phone. But that is just another thing that on using it in real time, in real life, on a daily basis, that you notice. Last moan, the only other thing that I've noticed is, and it's a software problem. All it is, when you've got notifications in Notification Center, the Notification Center on the Samsung is really good, by the way. It gives you a lot of information. You can customize it to your needs. I like the fact that if you get a YouTube notification, it pops up with the thumbnail and everything on the top. So it's really good. But once you clear those notifications off the Notification Center, that then clears the little red dots on your home screen. If you just want them out of your Notification Center, sometimes I was forgetting to go back and say, oh, I've got an email. Oh, because I cleared it out of the Notification Center, it cleared it off my home screen. I didn't know there was a notification. There wasn't that little red dot by the app to tell me I had a notification. When you clear it, it clears those dots as well. So that's just something I found a little bit strange whilst using the phone. Maybe you can change that in the settings. If you can, let me know in the comments down below, but that's something, using it on a daily basis, that I've come across. Okay, so the good things. Number one is the screen. The screen is amazing. I don't know whether it's because I've gone back to using a bigger phone or I've gone from the iPhone X to the Samsung. Yes, you've got that pinhole cut out in the top, but you don't really notice it. It's something like the notch. You just get used to it being there. It doesn't really cause me any problems, but when you're watching YouTube or Netflix or any TV, for instance, it is really fantastic. It's so wide, it's so bright, it's so colourful. It's one of the best screens I've seen on a phone. Obviously it's going to be probably the best screen around at the moment because it's the newest phone out at the moment. So yeah, really fantastic. The screen is brilliant. Second, going along with the screen, the sound is amazing. It's got Dolby Atmos speakers facing towards you, very loud. For instance, when you're watching Amazon Prime, you're watching a video, you're watching a film, it is fantastic, yet really loud, very clear. It almost vibrates your hand. In fact, it does vibrate your hand while you're listening to it. It's it's so much better, so much louder than the iPhone. So the operating system itself is the other thing I love. I love the fact that it's so fast. It is lightning quick. When you starting up the phone, you swap. There's no those crazy animations that Apple use, switching from app to app. It's just instant app, opens up, it's there, it's on your screen, and it's really fast when you're swiping the screen left and left and right. So fast. Yeah, it's definitely the fastest phone I've had, and it should be, considering it's the newest and best out at the moment. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Apple come up in a couple of weeks' time when they do the keynote. It's got to be very good to make me want to go back to Apple. Fourth thing, the camera is phenomenal. The colours probably aren't as good as what you'd get with the iPhone, but the fact that you've got these 3 cameras on the back where you can switch between telephoto, normal and wide. The wide is very wide, almost a little bit too wide, but it's amazing to have that option. I took a photo of my camera, I'll put it in the video now. I took a picture of my actual camera rig, and you can see how wide it is. Really fantastic camera. There's other things on there like time lapse. It's got a special food mode, an Instagram mode. It's got a hyperlapse mode, panorama, live focus, all those kind of cool features you expect from a really good camera. So yeah, the camera is fantastic. And of course, you've got that front-facing camera on the Plus, the twin front-facing camera where it's got a wide for the selfie mode, a wide and a close-up selfie mode camera. Very good. Camera's amazing. Just one of the best features of this phone. 2 more things. The battery, phenomenal. It's lasting me all day, and I'm using it obviously because it's a new phone, it's a new toy to play with at the moment. It's lasting me all day. I'm using it extremely heavily. I'm watching a lot of YouTube. I think today I watched probably about 6 hours of YouTube. One of those was a couple of hours of a podcast I was listening to on the way on the motorway. But yeah, a lot of usage, and the battery is lasting me all day. It did come to sort of 12% by the end of the day by the time I got back home today, but yeah, it's lasting a full day. Fantastic. The battery's brilliant so far. And whilst we're talking about the battery, it charges with that fast charge in less than an hour. So it's fully charged in less than an hour with the fast charger that comes with the phone. Obviously wireless charging as well, and then the ability to charge, smart charge on the back, other things. The Samsung Buds, which are coming soon as well, you can charge those on the back of the phone. Last thing is a strange one. It's about these. Can you see that? Yeah, it's about the AirPods. Some reason, and I don't know why, Apple, maybe you can sort this problem out. The AirPods work better and more reliably with my Samsung S10 Plus than they do with my old iPhone X. I'd put these on, I'd put them in my ears, and they just wouldn't connect to the iPhone. Just connected straight away. Yeah. There, Alex's AirPods, it connected straight away, so reliably. As soon as I put them in my ears, take them out the case, and they connect to the phone straight away. I don't know why. When I used it with the iPhone X, the setup is easy. Yeah, you can do it, no problem, but every now and again it would take ages. And what I'd do, because I use my iPods a lot on the phone talking during the day, I'd use one, and when the battery dies, I'd switch it over to the other one, so I can double the battery time theoretically. when I'd put the second one in, waiting for it to connect before I took the other one out, it just took an eternity, minutes. I mean minutes. And with the Samsung, it just connects straight away. They work so much better paired through Bluetooth. Not all the features work, you can't customise them as much, but the double tap to answer the phone call works, and that's all you need really for me. I just couldn't get over that feature. Yeah, they just work. They work so much better. Okay, well, thanks for watching. That is just a quick first impressions about the Samsung S10 Plus. I maybe do another video about it soon, but I'm going to use it for a few weeks first, get to grips with this. It's a brilliant phone. I love it. I'm so glad I made the switch. It wasn't as hard as first thought. I first feared that it was going to be a massive, big change and a big hassle, but it hasn't been. It's been easy to switch over. The only thing I really miss, and I wish I could access through another way, is iMessage. Can't get back on those group chats, and I really do miss those group chats with different friends we've got those set up with. So yeah, that is the only problem really. Going back to Android is the iMessage loss, but apart from that, this phone, man, is brilliant. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, smash the like button and share it if you don't mind, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take it easy. Bye.